Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor.
Welcome to council meeting. Beginning the committee the whole tonight, but before we begin the agenda, Deputy Mayor, if you would, please read our land acknowledgements.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We respectfully acknowledge the city of Corner Brook as the ancestral homeland of different populations of Indigenous people. We also acknowledge and respect the rich histories and cultures of the Beothuk, Mi'kmaq, Inuit of the province of Newfoundland and Labrador.
Thank you very much. Okay, someone like to move the approval of the agenda, please?
So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Seconder?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Counterminded? Carried. We have some minutes from December 2nd. Would someone like to move the minutes, please? Thank you. Seconder? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Counterminded? Carried. Do we have any business arising from the minutes? No, we have a very long agenda with a lot of reports tonight, so I'm sure we'll have a lot of questions and things to fill in as we go. So first, Councillor Granter, we have some statistics for November from Protective Services.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor. Our municipal enforcement officers received 158 calls for services over the last little while, 54 calls for bylaw enforcement, 13 for taxi regulations. There were 10 animal control regulation calls that included 1 cat assistance, 3 cats roaming, 2 dogs roaming, 81 calls for parking enforcement, 5 for illegal parking, 70 for expired parking meters, and there were 39 calls for the fire department, Mr. Mayor, and public safety answering point PSAP. There were 5,055 transferred calls. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much. Any questions on any of those items? Okay. And I see it's that time of year again, Councillor Granter, to adopt a fire hydrant.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, a very successful program in the last number of years. We'll continue that. Protective Services is planning to run an Adopt an Hydrant contest again this winter season. The Adopt an Hydrant contest will be run from December the 17th, 2024 through to March 31st, 2025. Residents, businesses, families, community organizations can become involved to ensure a safer neighborhood by keeping fire hydrants clear of snow and easily accessible to the fire department in case of emergencies. Participants must register and be assigned one or more of the city's 740 fire hydrants. They can do this on the city's website by filling out the paper form at City Hall from the front desk or by calling 637-1616. Full instructions on how to participate in the program can be found on the city's website. The fire department will be passing out gift certificates to random participants throughout the season that have cleaned their hydrants. The grand prize this year will be a travel gift certificate valued at a minimum of $2,500 and will increase up to $4,000 proportionate to the number of participants in the program. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Oh, that's great. Any questions on that? I know it's, yeah.
No, I'm just going to make a comment.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't think the public realize just how important it is, like when you're talking any kind of a fire, how quick starts are what it's all about. And, you know, we could eliminate any possible hurdles such as digging out of snow, a fire hydrant. It means so much.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, you know, if you're not motivated enough to protect your own things, $2,500 to go somewhere warm, spring is not too bad out there, I don't think so. Okay. Deputy Mayor, we have a summary from Public Works.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is up until today. Public Works curb maintenance, manhole repairs, curb work for the year ended November the 15th. Manhole repairs will continue as required due to snow clearing damages throughout the year. We had storm sewer repairs in Bayview Heights, Golden Glow, and Forest Side. Factor storm sewer flushing was finished up on November the 29th for the season. Asphalt paving, patching, contractors finished patching the last week of November the 18th. Pothole repairs and new reclaimer have been ongoing. Now that the asphalt plant is closed, staff will be using the new asphalt reclaimer when weather permits. I think that has to do with the temperature, the outside
Yep.
temperature, I would think. Kinsum Building washroom renovations. Public Works staff began renovating the existing washroom on November the 19th. Tentative completion date is December the 20th. Exterior work, including asphalt walkway and improvements, will be completed in spring. Snow clearing, first extended snow event occurred on December the 6th to December the 8th. Service requests from October the 10th to December the 9th, 2024, 283 calls received. The top three categories of requests were salt sand requests, we had 68, potholes 47, and snow clearing, we had 30. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much. Any questions on any of those items? Okay, thank you. And our other side there of our former Public Works, Water and Wastewater.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Water and wastewater complaints for this period of time was water and wastewater complaints, a total of 154. Water and wastewater media releases were 33. Water and wastewater recoverable works was 26, which added up to the total cost of $11,834.74. Water and wastewater repairs, the total was 19. Maintenance repairs, annual maintenance programs to hydrant maintenance, pressure reducing stations. We service 5 of the 20 stations. The sanitary sewer root cutting program completed for 2024. The sanitary lift station, Humber Road, installed 1 new and 1 rebuilt pump. Fire department serviced the station. Water flow meter, repaired the flow meter on Main Street that records usage of CB pulp and paper mill. The maintenance repairs are ongoing. Annual maintenance program, pressure reducing stations and chlorination stations, leak detection, west side, Union Street, and wastewater flow monitoring and sampling. We still have upcoming maintenance repairs to install a new water flow meter on Ludwigton Drive and Sunny Slope Drive, chlorination station on Wellington Street, and West Valley Road PBR station. The water treatment plant maintenance summary. The water main repair completed on Woodcrest in October reduced the overall city usage by approximately 1 million liters per day. This is a good news story. The average flow for November was down 21 million liters a day. So maintenance repairs, completed the annual service on water analyzers and lab equipment, repaired heating system in the administrative area, and completed winterization of work around the property. Upcoming maintenance is the generator load bank testing and transfer switch maintenance, the flow control valve, installation of a new valve activator, flash mix and DAF common channel drain clean and inspection, full flush of soda ash system, and clean out the polymer batch tank. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Now, I'm going to ask you to act out all of what you just read and interpretive dance.
Get off the tape.
Yeah, no, I think so, because there's some technical jargon there for sure. But I gotta ask a question. 1 million liters? Like 5% of our water? 5% of our water?
1 leak.
1 leak? Holy cow,
I know.
that's crazy. Yeah.
What would be the reason for that, Mr. Mayor?
Well, I don't know, Mr. Burden?
Woodcrest, I would assume is just age and corrosion in that area.
So did we know how that was detected?
We would have went looking for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would have, we've been doing a lot of active leak detection based on flows in the particular area. So we have flow meters throughout the city, and we're constantly monitoring, and if we get a sudden jump, so we would have known that there was an increase in water usage in the curling area.
Yeah.
So through some investigation, we would have determined that we would have found it basically on Woodcrest and repaired it. So.
Wow. Okay. Any other questions on this report?
That's good.
Yeah, we can find it. Okay, thank you very much. Councilor Griffin, you have some updates from Development Planning.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. 29 Lundgren Drive. Oh, I should probably do the introduction first. This report is intended to serve as an update to council and the public regarding various development planning and community services. The current project updates are as follows. New building work ongoing on 29 Lundgren Drive. Permits have been issued, work ongoing for 40 North Shore Highway, that's the Mount Patricia Cemetery extension. Permits issued for 336 Curling Street for a 4-unit apartment building. Permit issued for 2 extensions for the St. Mark's Filters Funeral Home. One is complete and the second one is in progress. We've also received architectural drawings for the exterior work as slated, and is slated to start this fall or early spring of 2025. Permit complete for Phase 1 civil site works, that's at 44 Lundgren Drive. Warehouse expansion, permits issued for 55 Lundgren Drive. Partial permits issued for site works, foundation, and exterior shell work ongoing for 21 Mount Bernard Avenue, that's a 33-unit apartment building. Building permits issued, work ongoing for 67 Lundgren Drive. That's a new building. It's going to be a warehouse. Drawing review started for 12 Confederation Drive for a cosmetic hotel renovation. Permit issue for 28 Murphy Square, significant exterior renovation. And finally, permit has been issued for 71 Phillip Drive, interior repair for a private school. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Questions on this one? Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Councilor Grantor, if you would please give us an update on the finance report.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Doing this on behalf of Councillor Gill this evening. Financial update for the 11 months to November 2024. The city generated $38.94 million in revenues, of which $34.66 million were from property and business taxes and water and sewer fees. So there was $34.66 from taxation, $0.66 million from government transfers, and these are actuals year to date. $2.51 million from the sale of goods and services, $1.02 million from interest income, and $0.09 million from other revenue for $38.94. Total expenses for the same period amounted to $31.10 million. I'll go down through the list of those. And there are expense items that the Finance Department processes at year end as part of the year-end financial close. And these items, when that is done at year end, will bring the actual expenses more in line with the budget. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Any questions on this? Looking at the, I always glance back to the receivables and that, and I see we're doing quite well now, so we're catching up. We have very few, delinquent accounts, but it seems in line with previous years, more or less.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, there's a bit of an uptick in terms of the accounts receivable. There seems to be a bit, some of the taxpayers, the businesses and residents have been, especially the long outstanding taxes. The city will have to take a more punitive approach in terms of collecting those taxes.
Okay.
Mr. Mayor, just one.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, one question. Under the income, financial update.
Yep.
The sale of goods and services actuals year to date is $2.51 million. And I know we collect monies from water shut off, turn water back on, those kinds of things for residents and businesses. But would the $2.51 million, would some of that be from sale of properties or
Yep.
past sales of properties or buildings that the city would have owned?
Mr. Bay?
That's a nice chunk of change,
It is, yeah.
$2.51 million.
Mr. Baser, what makes the bulk of that item?
Mr. Mayor, the significant part of that comes from the revenues we generate from the Civic Center. So that's what we classify, and a bit from sale of property. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Any other questions on this? Okay. Back to you, Councillor Griffin. We have some information on capital projects.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This report is intended to serve as an update to council and the public regarding various capital and engineering projects being undertaken in the city. The current project updates are as follows. The Cornerbrook Recreation Center. The leisure pool repairs are complete. Substantial completion early in the new year after all pool systems are recommissioned. The slide has been installed. Deficiencies are being worked on. The Deep Gulch Deep Gulch Brook Culvert Replacement. The Capital Project and Engineering Committee updates, the riprap at Overfall placed, end wall complete, large diameter culvert being installed in the areas of water transmission mains. Transmission main put back in service on December 5th, 2024, and current weather conditions may require work to conclude until April of 2025. The Curling Street retaining wall replacement, the road opened to traffic on November 25th. Landscaping to be completed in spring of 2025. The transportation study, reviewing the draft report. Is in process, I should say. Transit accessibility study and implementation plan. Draft final report has been received. The next step is a council meeting to discuss the recommendation for system upgrades. Intersection improvement, Elizabeth Street, O'Connell Drive. The design is well underway. Fall of 2024 tender with spring 2025 installation. The tender close December 9, 2024. The Star Trail design and construction services. Design and construction of Man in the Mountain and Cape Blow-Me-Down hiking trails. Funding from several sources. The city funds 10% of the total cost. The final report received applications for funding for the construction of Cape Blow-Me-Down is in progress. The City Hall atrium lights have been ordered. Installation is anticipated for early 2025. The community market feasibility funding has been obtained to conduct a feasibility study in the city of Corner Brook surrounding and community market. This market will engage residents, business owners, event organizers, and local farmers to understand the interests as well as wants and needs of this type of venue. Project awarded to FBM, kickoff meeting to occur in the next week. Bartlett's Point Park Bandstand, funding has been applied for, approved. Funding has been applied to construct a bandstand performing area as well as parking lot upgrades to Bartlett's Point Park. This will see more accessible access for residents to use the park as well as a performing area looking out over the Bay of Islands. The first phase of the project consists of a design of the upgrades. Funding for design has been approved. The RDF on the agenda to award design services. Confederation Drive intersection design. This project will see Confederation Drive from the northeast of the plaza intersection to the roundabout redesigned to make the intersection in this area much safer. Work will include lane reductions and installation of multi-use sidewalk. Future funding is required for the completion of the completion of the work, This portion of the project is design only and will bring the project to a shovel-ready state, funded by City Corps. Design was awarded to Englobe and is underway. Broadway Storm Sewer design was awarded to Anderson Engineering and is underway. The Canadian Housing Infrastructure Funding, I think I have that right, application funding has been applied for to complete the following projects. The wastewater treatment facility, estimated $120 million. Curling Water Reservoir, estimated $11.5 million. Green Street funding application funding has been applied for through the Zero Emission Transit Fund to complete a feasibility study on green solutions for transit buses. Accessible transit funding has been applied for through the Rural Transit Solutions Fund to aid in the design and implementation of an accessible transit system. Legacy funding has been applied for through the Canadian Heritage Program to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the Corner Brook Pulp and Paper. If successful, this funding will go towards upgrades in Margaret Bowater Park. And I think that's it, Mr. Mayor.
Perfect, thank you very much. Any
Thank you.
questions on these items?
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
Councillor referenced the transportation study. So that's what we refer to as the traffic study that we approved a while back. So it's in its draft form. When will that be presented to council? Early in the new year? Are we talking mid-new year? where are we with that?
Yeah, I don't know, Mr. Burton or Mr. Charters? Would like to
Oh.
take,
Yeah, as far as I know, that'll be early in the new year for council.
So, and with that study, Mr. Mayor,
Yep.
so for example, with the shift in traffic from an increase in traffic, as an example, with the new hospital opening this past year on Wheelers Road, corporate, on the intersection of Wheelers Road, Corporate Pinkston and Ring Road, all that area there in the afternoons and the morning, there's a large lineup of vehicles trying to get off Wheelers Road, as an example, on the Corporate Pinkston, and then turn left to get up to the hospital with oncoming traffic from up and down the Bay of Islands, Mr. Mayor. So that traffic study will have recommendations in it, to whether it's for new traffic signals and those kinds of things. Is that the kind of stuff that will come out of the traffic study? Because we need to look at some solutions for that shift in traffic from one part of the city to the other part of the city, Mr. Mayor.
absolutely. Mr. Charters? Mr. Charters is a resident traffic expert, so.
Through you, Mr. Mayor. Although that traffic study is wide-ranging, definitely one of the major focuses is to take a look at intersections that we currently have, how to make them operate more efficiently and more safely, but also some other areas that may not have traffic signals now that may require them in the future. I don't recall the list of intersections, but I believe that is one of the intersections.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Any other questions on these items? I think we'll talk about some of these a little later on. We've got a couple RFPs and things related to Bartlett's. Okay, good. Let's move on to recreation. We have a year in review. Councillor Keeping.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Recreation's in the year, and I note as the senior Christmas dance that took place at the Civic Center studio received numerous compliments. There were over 300 participants who enjoyed tasty treats, live music, and dance the afternoon away. 2024 has seen multiple highlights within recreation through special events, programs, and infrastructure upgrades. The City of Cornwall hosted the Recreation Newfoundland Conference in April, welcoming over 100 participants from municipalities around the province. Canada Day festivities were enjoyed as we celebrated our country, Memorial Day in Newfoundland, and the opening of Margaret Bowater Park. Cornerbrook Day took place in collaboration with Jigs and Wheels, which featured live entertainment, vendors, and children's activities all over the city. Norris fitness classes, active tots, and pickleball drop-ins at the Civic Center studio saw increased numbers this year, and Norris class was even featured on CBC. The Carberry's Road Playground has a new play structure installed, and the Doug Sweet Apple Field received a new score clock. Recreation staff are looking forward to 2025 as it will bring some accessible playground upgrades and a new concrete deck at Margaret Bowater Park, and the opening of the Cornwall Regional Recreation Center featuring 25 meters lane pool, leisure pool with therapy section, water features, water slide, a fitness center, and more. The Cornbrook Civic Center had another busy year in 2024 with an estimated 750,000 plus visitors to the center with activities in the arenas, meeting spaces, and studio gym. The new year began with the mega regional tournament where Cornbrook hosted a 12-team tournament for the under-18 division and the continuation of the senior hockey season. The highlight of the AAA season for all divisions, male and female, was the hosting of the AAA Female Under-18 AAA Atlantic Championships. Figure skating also continues to be a highlight with the Silver Blade Skate Club hosted 3 competitions in 2024, including the Skate Newfoundland Provincial Figure Championships. The provincial competition included over 160 skaters between the ages of 10 and 19 years old, coming from coast to coast to coast. The Civic Center hosted many community events, banquets, meetings, AGMs, galas, and activities throughout the year, including Municipal Awareness Day. The Western Regional Hospital Foundation Chili Cook-Off and the annual fundraising gala, registrations, and AGMs for community groups, and a significant number of craft fairs. November and December saw several Christmas theme parties held at the center, highlighted by the annual Christmas Gala. And November also witnessed a truly art-filled celebration of the life of Dave McHugh, where several thousand friends, family, artists, and acquaintances and fans attended the day-long event in Dave's honor. And the Corner Brook Royals started the 2024-25 season with 4 home games. Attendance has been strong, and the Royals are in a tight race for first place at just 1 point behind their rival, the Deer Lake Redwicks. Action will resume early in the new year, January 3rd, versus the Stephenville Lightning. And Corner Brook welcomes some of the world's best figure skaters on Tuesday, December 3rd. The stars on ice skaters included Alf Steichel, Newfoundland's own and former world champion Caitlin Osba. And on behalf of the committee, City of Corner Brook Recreation and Civic Center staff would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any questions on any of those items? Busy year at, with rec for sure. I guess a bit even busier year coming. Okay. Okay, and as well, if that wasn't busy enough, we have an update, I guess, for our year in tourism as well, Councillor Keating.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. 2024 was a banner year for tourism in Corner Brook, filled with exciting events for both visitors and locals. Some of the highlights from the year included another successful Jigs and Wheels Festival that helped to support over 30 local businesses and organizations, the largest cruise ship season ever with 38 ships visiting Corner Brook in 2024. The Colors of Corner Brook Festival provided live entertainment, photo booths, a petting zoo, and over 50 vendors to more than 8,000 visiting cruise ships, passengers, and local residents. And this past weekend, the Corner Brook Mummer Parade featured over 80 mummers celebrating a long-standing Newfoundland tradition and collecting donations for the local food bank. As 2024 draws to a close and we look ahead to an exciting 2025, the tourism staff at the City of Corner Brook would like to wish all residents a Merry Christmas and a safe and Happy New Year. Thank you.
Thank you very much, yes. Yeah, that was a really interesting, again, fun parade the weekend. I saw bummers and characters, and bridges and everything going by. Who knows who was behind those costumes? Right? That's excellent. No, it's great. Again, tourism continues to be a big focus for the city, of course. Things are moving along. We had some meetings recently as well with some of the municipalities involved in the STAR process around the Bay of Islands, which was good to see, and really good to see our neighbors come out to support that initiative, because of course we don't do that all separately. No one comes to see Corner Brook, no one comes to see McIvers, no one comes to see Bennett's Cove. They come to the whole area, so it was really good to see them out. So, great work. Any other questions about tourism? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, we have a lot of business to do to clean up before we end for Christmas. First of all, we have a PCA amendment for the Regional Recreation Center. Councillor Keeping.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Contract administration adverts on a time and material basics due to the additional contract administration services that are required from August 1st until contractor achieves substantial completion. Be it resolved that the City of Corner Brook Council approve the PCA Amendment Number 12 for the Corner Brook Regional Recreation Center in the amount of $46,000, HST included, for Atkins Relis. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I so move.
Okay, seconder on that?
Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Questions on this one? So I guess just to clarify, as I understand, Mr. Burton, this is one of those ones where the consultant's time gets billed back to the contractor?
Absolutely.
So this is in the end of that. The wash.
Wash.
Wash. Okay, any other questions on this? Okay, let's vote. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Contradicted? Carried. Excellent. Okay. We have a housekeeping item here, Deputy Mayor, capital revenue budget reallocation.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. For the 2024 capital revenue budget, $100,000 was allocated for an industrial park study in the City of Corner Brook. Recently, funding has been secured to cover 90% of that cost for this project. Due to the landslide on Riverside Drive in 2024, there is now a need to conduct a study of the area's hydrological conditions, as well as a risk assessment to address the potential hazard of future landslides. Engineering staff are requesting to reallocate $90,000 from the core budget to complete this work during the winter months with the goal of having a risk management framework in place by spring of 2025. The proposed resolution, be it resolved that the City of Cornwall Council authorize the city manager to reallocate $90,000 from the core budget to fund a study related to Riverside Drive landslide. If this reallocation is approved, request for proposal will be prepared and advertised, and recommended consultant will be submitted to the City Council for approval to proceed with this assignment of work. I so move.
Okay,
I
second
didn't know if it
round.
was information or. it was-
Yeah, there was a
yeah.
lot of, that was probably the second longest motion
Yeah,
that we have tonight. Would someone like to second that, though?
I'll second, Mr. Mayor.
Perfect. Okay, questions on this one? Again, this is, yes, go
No,
ahead.
just, so the study has started, but it's not complete?
No, it's, I think this is a new study, right?
The Riverside Drive one?
Yes.
Well, we did some,
Preliminary.
we worked with a consultant back when the landslide actually happened, to get recommendations to get the road open to be, safe to be open. But there's, across the whole length of Riverside Drive between, say, Atlantic Ready Mix's property and Stan Dawes, there's a series of places along there that we want to have a good look at and make sure that it's all good and safe. So this is like a further or an addition to what we've done so far, just to do a risk assessment to make sure that we're covered.
No, my concern was that anybody at home listening or reading it would take it that we
Oh,
didn't finish it and we opened the
Yeah,
road.
no.
Yeah, okay.
No, I think
Just for clarification.
the initial acute issues were, we felt safe, but now this is long-term
Right.
planning and, again, a framework, like it says, to come up with the risks.
Yep.
And, we're seeing a lot of weird storm events and rainfalls and things like that, that we've never seen before because of climate change. And I think it's imperative that we get a handle on what that geology looks like, so. Yeah. Okay, any other questions? Okay, let's vote. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Counterminded? Carried. Oh, there we go, Deputy Mayor. This is a expression of interest for our Assessment Review Commissioner for our municipal assessments.
thank you, Mr. Mayor. Pursuant to section 31(1) of the Assessment Act, the City of Cornbrook is required to appoint a person to the position of Assessment Review Commissioner for 2025. The city has solicited expressions of interest in the position Assessment Review Commissioner, and only one submission was received. Mr. Waterman has held a number of positions in his career, which was responsible for property acquisition and disposition. He has served on several panels and hearings in relation to statutes and regulations. He has served as city's commissioner for the past 11 years. The proposed resolution, it is resolved to appoint Mr. Dennis Waterman as the Assessment Review Commissioner for 2025.
Okay,
I
second,
so move.
seconder on that?
I'll second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Questions on this one?
It's pretty straightforward.
Well, this is what, 11 years, so.
11 years, I think.
12,
was-
so, yeah. Okay, well, let's vote on it. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Counterminded? Carried. Here we go. So we have an RFP for Bartlett's Point Park improvements. Councilor Griffin.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This request for decision, RFP, is intended to address the selection of a prime consultant related to the design phase of Bartlett's Point Park improvements. This project is funded in part by the Department of Industry, Energy and Technology and the Atlantic Canada Opportunities Agency, ACOA. This project consists of the design of an access road off Petrie Street that would lead to an accessible parking area complete with pavement, curb, and drainage. This project will also include the design of a bandstand area with electrical service and lighting. The city requested proposals to complete this work and received 3 responses. Be it resolved that the council of the city of Corner Brook accept the fee proposed submitted by Englobe Corp. For the Bartlett's Point Park improvement in the amount of $110,270.86, HST included. The Corner Brook City Council authorized the city manager to sign the PCA agreement with the consultant Englobe Corporation on behalf of the city of Corner Brook. I so move.
Thank you. A seconder on that?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Questions on this one?
This one's been in the works for a while.
Yeah,
with Improvements at Bartlett's Point.
absolutely. So this is just right now for the design.
Yeah.
And I guess out of this, we'll get a design and a costing for a tender. Is that correct?
Sorry, through you, Mr. Mayor. We'll get an idea of what the cost is going to be to make an application.
Right. Yeah. Perfect.
Just another
Yes.
comment, we're calling it a bandstand, which it probably will be, but it can be used for the arts as well, right? There's multi-use.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that we know that if we've attended events down there, having the entertainment focus at the top of the hill has been problematic in the past. And we've had incidents where people have tumbled over
Yes.
and things like that, tipped over. The logical place is to have it down closer to the water, so you're looking out the bay. But another big thing is the parking, of course, because it's a
Yes.
beautiful, beautiful park. But it does suffer from lack of parking.
Yeah.
So it would be great if we can come up with some solution for that, for sure. Yeah. Any other questions on that one? Okay, let's vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Contrary-minded? Carried. Councilor Granter, we have our winter standing offer for hired equipment.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and again, this is an annual thing. Quotations were recently invited by the city of Corner Brook for the supply of equipment with operator on demand for a period of 5 months, December the 22nd, 2024 to May the 21st, 2025. Hourly rates were requested with various attachments for loaders with and without attachments, rubber tire backhoes with and without attachments, tandem trucks, excavators and mini excavators with and without attachments, tractors, dozers, graders, skid steers, sidewalk sweepers, snow blowers, and boom trucks. Tender closed on November 27, 2024, and all compliant quotations are indicated in the attached document. Mr. Mayor, I won't go through them all. And the recommendation to accept the quotation, as we do annually for hired equipment services, is stated in the attached document for the period of December 22nd, 2024 to May the 21st, 2025 on a standing offer basis. So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much. Seconder on that? Thank you. Questions on this one? I just wonder, Mr. Burden, how does this look compared to previous years?
It's about the same, Mr. Mayor. No significant impact to our budget.
You know, I'm looking at it, I'm thinking the boom trucks are way up.
Yeah, we really don't use the boom truck much.
Good thing with these prices, yeah.
No, the equipment that we use quite regularly, like the backhoe, excavator with breaker, and tandem, prices have stayed fairly consistent over the last few years.
Okay, good to know. Okay, any other questions? No? Okay, let's vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary-minded? Carried. Councilor Griffin, we have request for quotations, snow clearing small roads.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. An RFQ was issued to obtain quotes for snow clearing small roads required for 4 months starting January 1st, 2025 to April 30th, 2025, and the attached quotes were received. It is proposed that council accept the lowest bid from Four Seasons Excavation to complete the small roads contract for the 4-month duration for the amount of $28,000 plus tax, which comes to $32,200 total for the 4 months, January to April 2025. I so move.
Thank you. Seconder on that?
I'll second that one.
Thank you very much. Questions on this one? Yes.
How will the schedule for small roads start? Will we do it the same all the time? Or will it be just, like, will we
Yeah.
start in one place and end up in the next place? Or will we
Maybe Mr. Burden could fill us in, I
Yeah.
guess, on how this works exactly, because, so of course, we do most roads in the city, but these are for a few specific roads. So how does this typically work, Mr. Burden?
So we have a list of small roads that go from Curling right to Humbermouth and everywhere in between. And we will meet with the contractor prior to the start of the contract, and determine the best route based on the list and based on, because he, as you will see, also has our parking lots. The same contractor has our parking lots for this winter as well. So we will meet with him to determine the best route that he'll take to get this done in a timely manner. Next year, we will have a more optimized route of small roads based on a project we're working on right now that will roll out in the spring or fall of 2025.
So the idea is that they would maintain a similar routine?
Oh, yes, yeah, once we set basically the route that he will take, it'll be consistent each time.
Okay, answer your question?
I guess I was gonna ask the question, do we get many calls to service small roads? Because I do know that I get a few, because they see the plow going up to Main Street, but they're not servicing the side roads. So this should alleviate all those issues that we got of waiting until all the main roads are cleared.
Well, I wouldn't say.
To a certain extent.
No, it should be the same as usual, but the only difference is, I guess, we try to improve every year, of course, but it will still be outside of the regular. So just like with our regular plows, they might end up doing Alcano Drive multiple times before getting to the side roads and collector roads, and then down into the cul-de-sacs and the more residential areas. Similar here, although they will work independently. So I would imagine occasionally, some of these small roads will get done potentially before
Yeah.
some of the other roads because it's a different contractor.
So that should cut out some of the complaints and that we get
Yeah,
to clear side roads. Okay, thank you.
okay. Yes,
Just wondering, this equipment, like, are we hiring, will they be just assigned to those streets? It's not like they gotta do the work, and then when their work is done, then they'll go work for us, or are they work for us like the start to finish kind of thing? If we have a heavy snowfall overnight, they would go and look after the small roads in the morning, or do they go and do what they gotta do when they get their own work done, then they'll go do their?
Oh, no, we're pretty adamant that.
Yeah, okay.
You know, they have signed a contract with us to.
So I'm sorry.
They're on contract to plow them
Yeah.
roads, and we will be monitoring it quite closely to make sure that them roads are getting done in a timely manner.
Okay, so they're kind of designated for that, those
just
roads.
that.
Okay, yep. Yep, thank you.
Okay, let's vote. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Contrary-minded, carried. And related, Councilor Griffin, snow clearing of City of Corner parking lots.
Request for quotations was invited, Mr. Mayor, by the City of Corner City for snow clearing City Hall, bus transfer, Corner Fire Department and Water Treatment Plant parking lots for the duration of January 1st to April 30, 2025. Be it resolved to Be it resolved to accept lowest bid for snow clearing city parking lots from January 1st to April 30, 2025.
Yeah, the resolution is a bit screwed up there.
Yeah.
Might want to look down the recommendations.
Oh, I'm sorry, okay, yes,
No, it's
thank
not
you.
your fault, it's.
Thank you.
just-
It is recommended that council accept the lowest bid for Four Seasons excavation from January 1st to April 30th, 2025, for a total amount of $20,000 plus tax, which totals $23,000. I so move.
Thank you very much. Seconder on that?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Questions on this one? Okay, pretty straightforward. Okay, and like you said, it's the same contractor doing both, so that might end up giving us an ability to coordinate that a little better probably. Cool. Okay, let's vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Contraminded? Carried. And, Councillor Keeping, we have a patching change order for our asphalt. So this is the additional patching, I guess, for the fall.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Additional quantities were required to complete the 2024 asphalt patching project. The breakdown of the costs are as follows. Patching of asphalt, 1,180 square meters, $136,197.60. Cutting of asphalt, 69 square meters, $1,526.80. One additional manhole adjustment, $1,925, and 7 additional valve adjustments, $11,550. Be it resolved that the City of Corner Brook Council approve the change order number 1 for an increase of $173,879.31, HST included, for the asphalt patching 2024 for Marine Contractors, Inc. I so move.
Thank you very much. Seconder on that?
I'll second.
Okay, thank you. Questions on this one? So this is so we have a contract in place at the beginning of the year, and then as budget dictates and need dictates, I guess we just add additionally. Is that right, Mr. Burton?
That's correct.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, let's vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Contraminded? Carried. Okay. Now we have revised bylaw parking meter regulations. If you would walk us through this, Councillor Granter.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The new recreation center is a parking lot that uses the Hotspot app as its sole means to purchase and measure parking time. Our current Schedule A refers to only a mechanical parking meter, thus removing the wording of an on-meter removes the limitation. The parking rate increase is also twofold in that while it may generate more parking revenue, it will also double the cost for extended metered parking use, thus making it less affordable to park in these spaces for extended periods of time. With limited downtown parking, our goal is to enhance the movement of vehicles in and out of the metered parking spaces to aid with the availability of parking spaces for downtown shoppers. This higher rate of parking turnover is in fact much better for our downtown businesses. To date, the city has received 2 emails that comment against the parking rate increase. No other comments have been received. Just a quick look at the prices of parking. Corner Brook is $1 per hour. St. John's, $1.75. Moncton, $2.50. And St. John, New Brunswick, $2. And Truro, free for 2 hours. Pursuant to the powers vested under Section 197, 188, 203, 438, and 439 of the City of Corner Brook Act, RSNL 1990, C-15, as amended, Section 189 of the Highway Traffic Act, RSNL 1990, CH3, as amended, A, delegations of power by the Minister of Transportation and Works, dated February 8, 2010, and all other powers it enabling, the Council of the City of Corner Brook hereby amends Section A as follows. Section 4B, rate for parking in a metered parking space to be $2 per hour, effective January the 1st, 2025. Section 6A of the metered parking regulations to read, parking in a metered space while time is expired. The recommendation, Mr. Mayor, staff recommend the rate increase to further entice the movement of vehicles in the downtown metered parking spaces. This will enhance the availability of parking for our downtown businesses, as parking is limited to 2 hours, and rate increase will make it less financially viable to remain in the parking space for extended periods, thereby allowing other customers opportunity to park. So move, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much. Seconder on this one?
I'll second it.
Okay,
Mr.
thank you very much. Questions on this one? I know this was mentioned in the budget as well when we went through. Parking is a bit counterintuitive. I think that I'm glad that the staff included a little background there. People think parking is a cash grab for the city. It's not. It's actually costs us to enforce it as well. But it is something that keeps traffic moving. I think that's the important thing. We don't want people sticking around in the downtown and taking up spaces in front of local businesses who want to attract customers and who can pop into their businesses and move on. So I think that There is a slight revenue increase because of this, I know, but there's also going to be an expense associated with it as we do more enforcement. So it would be lovely if we all just had the honor system and we could have no meters and the people would come and go as quickly and as efficiently as possible. But as someone who has worked and had business in the downtown, I know that often is not the case, and that many of the people in the downtown do like to park in front of where they live or where they work, and it does take up space, and that's why meters are necessary. So I just wanted to put that out there to let people know why these things happen. So yes, Councilor Griffin.
Just wondering if we gave, for me, I don't carry cash or coin. I just don't. So, I do not use the meter for that reason. I'm just wondering, you look at the Salvation Army kettles, there's people selling tickets, and they've come up with an app where you can rent it, buy it, whatever, tap and whatever you like. Did we ever give any consideration of probably switching over from the actual coin to a...
Yep, and we do use Hotspot right
Yeah,
now.
I know that,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that, and I know that we've had some inquiries, and I think we need to do some more public education on how that works to make it easier for everyone to use. But you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
A lot of us don't carry change anymore, and we are using these things for everything.
For everything.
now,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it would obviously save time on staff too for dumping and, depositing,
Yes.
and, right, everything like that.
And mechanical parking meters are
Yes.
getting harder and harder to
Yes.
repair and replace.
So, Mr. Mayor, did we look into anything like that?
Mr. Flynn?
Mr. Mayor, we have done some preliminary exploration of this, and we're watching what other communities are doing, including St. John's. But we, right now, it's financially prohibitive to move to this type of technology at this time. We just, it's very costly to operate these types of systems, and we just don't generate enough revenue of it. But we will keep exploring opportunities to find a better way of making parking easier for our residents, for sure.
Okay, yeah, thank you. And Mr. Mayor, as long as we, we did some research into it and checked into it, that was where I was going with it. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions?
I guess
Yes, go ahead.
the drawback is when people don't have cell phones to do it. Everybody got a debit card in their pocket, but not everybody has a cell phone
That's right.
to do hotspot or whatever it is. And that's where I guess we have to look at and sort of try to accommodate everybody that we can.
Okay. Yep. Any other questions? Okay, let's vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Contrary-minded? Carried. And Deputy Mayor, we have a new accessibility plan.
You missed something.
10-10, Mr. Mayor.
What?
You missed 10-10.
Oh, sorry.
I wasn't ready.
Animal regulations. Animals. Okay. Councilor Granter, please
thanks
tell us
again,
about
Mr. Mayor.
those. I was so excited for the accessibility plan. I missed the animals.
Thanks again, Mr. Mayor. The city introduced a new animal regulation in 2017 that repealed a former dog regulation and combined all animals being kept as pets into one regulation. This was done to streamline our legislation and to recognize the other animals that could be kept as pets. The legislation also limited the number of pets in one residence and enabled the city to manage what other animals could safely and appropriately be kept as pets. In 2017, when the city introduced its new animal regulations, it omitted the ability to legislatively recover the animal medical care cost of impounded animals from the animal owners. The impound fee collected is $10 a day and does not represent the true cost of impounding and caring for the impounded animal. The revised legislation clearly enables the collection of animal medical care fees and raises the impound fee to $25 a day, which is the amount the SPCA charges the city to shelter our impounded animals. It also provides the necessary forms used by the public and our municipal enforcement officers to administer the provisions of this regulation. Further, the regulation will now enable the designation of expert animal care groups, such as the SPCA, to enter into agreements with the city to provide animal care services on behalf of the city. This may include the collection of some animal regulation fees where an efficient and credible process can be established. Notably, the city has been in discussions with the SPCA and other animal management groups to determine how we can mutually benefit by helping to support their services and avail ourselves of their expertise for the city's animal management program. Proposed resolution, Mr. Mayor, pursuant to the powers vested in it by virtue of sections 263, 264, 280.1, 280.2, and 280.4 of the City of Corner Brook Act 1990, and all other enabling powers, the Council of the City of Corner Brook hereby adopts and enacts the following amendments to the animal regulations. Section 2J, impound fee definition to include animal medical fees. Section 7D, to make animal medical fees collectible from the animal owner. New Section 10, designation, to allow the director to designate external agencies to provide animal services and collect fees on behalf of the City of Corner Brook. Schedule A, revised to increase the daily base impound fee to $25 a day. New Schedule B, dog registration form, and new Schedule C, more than 5 animals form. New Schedule D, keeping of uncommon animal as a pet. Recommendation, Mr. Mayor, staff recommend the enabling of this legislation to assist with animal management in our city. So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much. Seconder on that?
Well, second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Any questions on this one? Yes, Deputy Mayor.
The new section C, more than 5 animal form, does that mean only 5 animals in your house?
Mr. Flynn?
The current bylaw clearly states that there's a maximum of 5 animals in a residence, and 2 of those, or is it 2 or 3? It puts a limit on the amount of dogs as well. If people want more than that, for whatever reason, they can present their, or make an application to the city, and we will visit their home and assess whether or not it's reasonable for that to occur, basically. And we see that where a new resident might move to the city with 6 animals, or a fostering of animals, for instance. We may have some people in the city that would foster more than 5 animals in their home, so that helps us to administer that in the city.
Okay, yep.
And the new section, or new Schedule D, keeping of a non-common animal as a pet. How would we know if somebody's keeping an uncommon animal as a pet, for example?
Well, we'd have to use this form. The simple
Well,
answer.
Mr. Mayor, I could respond to that one as well. We do get complaints from residents in the city if they see a goat or if they see some other pig being kept in the city. And we do have those cases occur in the city. So, yeah, this form gives us an opportunity to manage that.
So they can't be kept outside, and they can't be kept inside, can they? Like, you wouldn't be able to have a goat outside or a goat inside,
I
just
don't- yeah.
use it as an example.
I think you could if you had it registered, I guess. Mr. Flynn?
There's, you know, I'm not an expert by any means, Mr. Mayor, but we do have cases where goats and pigs are kept inside, yes.
I read a book one time called My Pet Goat, but that was a lot of time ago.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
So maybe, you know, everyone should, you know, it's Christmas, great opportunity if you got young ones in your family
You know what, to get your.
to,
your
to get an exotic, uncommon companion pet. But check maybe first. Maybe we should sign, do a form, and Mr. Flynn could say, you know, it's not reasonable for you to have that animal. Corn,
Oh, my goodness.
right?
Okay, perfect.
Perfect. Okay. Any other
Okay,
questions?
one
Yeah,
further
one more
on to
question.
that now.
Absolutely.
We're not going to keep Rudolph around, for goodness sakes. So if somebody saw, do they call 637-1666 to report it if they got a complaint, for example?
Always.
Okay,
Always.
If
okay,
any
always.
complaint, even if it's
Okay.
not even something we can do anything about, call that number, definitely.
No complaints
We do.
with Santa and his reindeer.
No, if you see any things that's not drones, it's probably Santa Claus.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Any other questions on the animal regs? Okay, let's vote on it then. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Counter-minded? Carries. Now,
Now,
we get to the accessibility plan. Go ahead, Deputy Mayor.
This is very exciting, Mr. Mayor. I can understand why you skipped one to try to get to this one. This has been something that's been in the making for a while, and I'm certainly proud and pleased to be able to bring this to you tonight. The Accessibility Act 2021 requires all public bodies to prepare and adopt an accessibility plan that addresses the prevention, identification, and removal of barriers in the policies, programs, practices, and services of the public body. A working committee of staff was comprised and led to the development of the city's accessibility plan alongside the Accessibility and Inclusive Advisory Committee. Earlier this year, the working committee started with the development of the plan by conducting a public consultation. There was a good response received from the public, and a lot of comments raised were about similar concerns. From the feedback received and discussions with the Accessibility and Inclusivity Advisory Committee, staff worked on developing 7 focus areas to address the accessibility in the city. They were accessible transit and transportation, accessible buildings and infrastructure, accessible information and communication, accessible city events, accessible consultation, accessible policies and programs, accessible parks and playgrounds. The accessibility plan was established using these guiding principles and includes actionable goals to work towards accessibility improvements in each area. The actions and goals of the plan were both short-term and long-term. However, they are pragmatic and achievable strategies that will have a positive effect on accessibility in the city. The accessibility plan was presented to the Accessibility and Inclusive Advisory Committee in November for feedback and discussion. There was a general consensus of the focus, and the plan was agreed to bring it forward for approval. The proposed resolution, be it resolved that the City of Thornborough Council approve accessibility plan as proposed in accordance with Section 22 of the Accessibility Act 2021. I so move.
Thank you very much. Seconder on that?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Questions on this one? So there is again, it's a very, there's thorough, as you mentioned, different categories. There's a lot there to digest. And obviously, it's nice to reflect as well on some of the achievements that have been made over the last number of years. But also, there's a lot of room for improvement. And so, this is nice to see. Absolutely. Any other questions? Yes?
I guess I'll just make a comment, Mr. Mayor, because this was a committee that was started 8 years ago. When we all came together, and that was one of the top priorities within our city, was to make our city more accessible. We have 2 councillors who've sat with us since the beginning. Councillor Keeping sat for 4 years, and Councillor Granter for the 8th year that we're into. I guess at this time, I'd also like to throw a bouquet, if I can, Mr. Mayor, to Jessica, who has been with us for 8 years. This is our 8th year.
She's been here for 5.
Okay, 5. So you weren't here for 8. Sorry. It seems like you were here for 8. For all
She says that to me every day.
yeah.
Yeah.
So she has kept us together and made all our plans. And I'd also like to thank the staff, and I'd like to thank our directors and anybody else who sat at our table and brought their ideas and views of what we can do to make Thornborough more accessible for anybody who needs help. So I thank everyone around this table, around these chambers tonight, for all the hard work that we did. And I got to tell you, this is something to be very, very proud of.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions or comments? No? Good. Okay, let's adopt this. So we have a motion on the table. Would all in favor say aye?
Aye.
Contraminded? Carried. And last but not least, we have confirmation of an order. Councillor Keeping.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Since the previous meeting of council, the following order was issued by the Department of Engineering, Development, and Operational Services, and therefore must be confirmed by council pursuant to Section 109(4) of the Urban and Rural Planning Act. Order number 2024-02, date of issue December 13, 2024, location 55 London Drive, and was a stop work order. Section 109(4) of the Urban and Rural Planning Act 2000 requires that all orders issued by the authority be confirmed by majority of council at the next meeting of the council after the order is made. If the order is not confirmed by council in this matter, it shall be considered to be canceled. Proposed resolution, in accordance with Section 109.4 of the Urban and Rural Planning Act, the following stop work order is thereby confirmed by council, order number 2024-02. I so move.
Thank you. Seconder on that?
I'll second that, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, all those in favor? I don't think there's any need for debate here. All those in favor?
Aye.
Counterminded? Carried. Number 2. Is that right, 2 for this year? Mr. Byrd?
I think so. That's,
Better. That's better. I think last year we were at 6 or 7. So, bottom line, please follow the rules. This is a last resort. Staff would never jump right to stop work orders. They're always trying to work with the proponents to get work done around the city. Follow the rules. So. And before we go, of course, this is our last meeting before we break for Christmas. So traditionally, I guess we give everyone an opportunity to say a few words, wish some Merry Christmas. So, Councillor Griffin?
Oh, I just want to say one thing
Yeah.
before we started that.
Yeah.
After still seeing the ATVs on the road, maybe it's an idea to remind residents
Yes, follow the rules.
Yeah.
Follow the rules is good.
that they're not allowed on the road anymore.
No.
Okay, getting back to, well, on behalf of me and my lamp, that's about all I got at home now. Anyway, no, seriously, on behalf of me and my family, I just want to wish you, Mr. Mayor, Jessica, all our fellow councilors, staff, and everybody, all residents in the city, very Merry Christmas and all the best in the new year. And you know what, just take some time to, if you can, just reach out to somebody, have a look around and see, like a neighbor if you don't see him, or for a shut-in, or if somebody's in the hospital. You know, like, not everybody's as blessed as we are at this time. And I truly believe that everybody's dealing with something. And, you know, don't let the smiles fool you. And appreciate what you have today, because there's no guarantees you're going to have it tomorrow. And with that, just Merry Christmas to everybody.
Councillor Keating?
I'd like to say the holidays can mean something very different for many, and Christmas spirit can come in many forms. For those who cannot be with family due to work or distance, I wish you time to connect virtually. For those who are unwell, I wish you comfort and healthier days ahead. For those who have lost loved ones, may you find comfort in your memories of Christmas past. For those who are volunteering or working for others, thank you for bringing Christmas joy to those who need it most. And for those who are able to celebrate with children, may their wide-eyed wonder bring you joy. To all residents, be safe this season, and I wish you much happiness in the coming year. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Branter?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mayor, and again, I echo the sentiments of everyone sitting around this table. I want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas, much health, happiness, and prosperity in the new year, and also those that are celebrating other religious festivals this season. I wish you the very best in your holidays as well. But I would be remiss, Mr. Mayor, if I didn't say thank you to all the volunteer groups that all of us see around the city this time of year that are out collecting food, collecting gifts, toys, money, and also spending time sitting and chatting with seniors in a seniors home, Mr. Mayor. So I would be remiss if I didn't thank all the volunteers around our city and really throughout the province for all the work that they do to make it better, put a smile on the face of a child or a senior this time of the year, Mr. Mayor. And I did notice today someone had posted that the Salvation Army kettle in Corner Brook was still down below our goal for this year, around $30,000. So in the next few days leading up to Christmas, if we could all, when we see the kettle, if you haven't already given, dig a little deeper and help the Salvation Army meet their goal, because we know the wonderful work that they do in the community and right across the province and the country. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to everyone.
Thank you. And Deputy Mayor?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I guess from my family and to everyone sitting in the city of Corner Brook at home, and those who cannot get out, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. This is the time of year, I guess, when everybody gets a little bit afraid to travel, because when somebody has their heart set on getting home, it doesn't matter what the roads are like, what anything is like, that people just sort of take risks. So take don't take many risks this time. Enjoy it, sit back, relax, and to our staff that are sitting around here tonight, the ones who are not here tonight, thank you for all you do. We've had a great year and looking forward to 2025. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
Just one thing I omitted to add to our meeting tonight is the fact that New Year's Eve, we will be requesting the RNC not to be doing street enforcement, street parking enforcement. So I omitted to
Good point.
put that forward earlier, but it's there now.
Okay, and
Christmas garbage.
Oh, yes.
Christmas garbage, yes, mention Christmas garbage.
We need to speak about that.
So, yes, so of course, we have multiple, but you have the details right in
Yes.
front of you?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
There's a lot of things that are similar this year, but there are some changes. So most people know that after long weekends or holidays, we have the 6-bag limit, not 4. So that will remain the same. There's no limit on recyclables. And I was hoping Councillor Gill's going to be here tonight, but just a reminder that Christmas tree pickup is January 4th to January 10th. We will have dumpsters up at the Civic Center for those folks who don't get the garbage out in time. But that's just for 2 days this year, December 27th and 28th for household garbage. If you're not going to put it out at your curb, you cannot put it in the dumpster. So what's new this year? The city has arranged to pay for the tipping fees at Wildco. You must present a City of Corner Brook ID of some sort before you allow access to the landfill site to get rid of excess garbage that you didn't quite make it to the dumpsters for. So I just wanted to make sure everybody was aware of that, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone.
Thank you very much. What dates again for Wildco? You have them?
December 27th to January 3rd.
Okay, so that's a good wide period to get rid of that smelly turkey carcass. You can't fit in your fridge. Yeah, so thank you all very much. Very well said. A lot of messages, of course, again, from looking after those in our community that need a little extra love this time of year. Our charities that do all such great work, our safety as well. But yeah, I think I see a lot of people really stressed out. The Canada Post thing has really stressed everyone out. Everyone's trying to find ways to buy something for someone. And, quite often it's not buying that something, it is spending a little extra time and putting in a little thought. So, again, from my family to yours, Merry Christmas to all of you, and Merry Christmas to everyone out there in TV and radio land as well from the city of Corner Brook, and a very happy New Year's 2025. So with that,
Mr. Mayor?
yes,
Yeah, the drinking and driving. Make sure we don't do that. If we're going to drink, don't drive.
absolutely. No, it is important to enjoy yourself,
Yep.
but make sure you have a plan to get out of there if you're doing that. So thank you very much. With that, meeting's adjourned.